Why don't you want a parole?
Um, I I've been trying for the last 4 years on parole, 6 or 7 paroles, and um, I've served most of my term anyways in here for like 4 years of it. I've done like almost three, so I figure I might as well just finish it because I feel like I'll just end up back in here soon anyways.
Why would you end up back in prison?
Now, I wouldn't be being honest if I told you this was the first time I've seen someone turn down parole, but I can count on one hand how many times that's happened, and it always does surprise me. She would rather stay in prison for another 8 months, if I'm doing my math right, than to go on parole and fail. Now she, to her credit, has failed already 6 or 7 times. So, but this is interesting. She's asking the parole board not to parole her. Now I'll update you with where she is today and their decision at the end of this hearing.
Good morning, Ms. Stewart. My name is Adrian Eads. I'm the hearing officer who has been assigned to conduct this hearing on behalf of the Board of Pardons and Parole. I'll
Morning.
be taking a little bit of testimony from you this morning. In order to do so, I do need to place you under oath. If you could raise your right hand, so thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this file will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Wonderful. You can put your hand down.
Okay.
Ms. Stewart, did you receive at least 7 days notice of this morning's hearing?
Yeah.
Did you receive the packet of blue papers the board sent you?
Yes.
The blue papers you've been provided are copies of everything new contained in your board file, and it's the information the board will be using as part of what they use to make their decision, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'll note that you were scheduled to parole on April 9th, 2024. The board previously ordered that you complete the CCC Mental Health Support Services Program. There was not a bed available for you, so your parole date was rescinded. It's been more than 30 days since then. You're entitled to a hearing after your parole date's rescinded. That brings us to this morning's hearing. This morning's hearing is mostly just a procedural type hearing. I had one of my colleagues reach out to Mental Health Support Services, and they indicated that they're just waiting for a bed to become available for you in the program.
Yes.
Okay.
Um, I was wondering if there's a way we could change the judgment from the first hearing or get a new judgment this hearing. And I would like to respectfully request a termination um or expiration uh judgment.
Are you not willing to parole?
Uh Basically.
Well, if they bring you a parole agreement, are you going to sign it?
Um no, but I don't want to get in trouble.
I mean, you won't get in trouble. I mean, that's the decision you can make. Why don't you want a parole?
um I I've been trying for the last 4 years on parole, 6 or 7 paroles, and um, I've served most of my term anyways in here for like 4 years of it. I've done like almost three, so I figure I might as well just finish it because I feel like I'll just end up back in here soon anyways.
Why would you end up back in prison?
Something always falls into place. It's just some little thing messes up and happens, some argument or something like that. Or, sometimes I run or I get dirty, so
So you recognize that if the board decided to have you serve the rest of your term, you'd be there till February 21st.
Of 2025.
Yep, you're willing to do that?
Yeah.
A minute ago, you talked about running or testing dirty. You realize those are things that are completely in your control, right? Like you could choose not to run, you could choose to not use drugs.
Yeah, I get sad when I'm on parole, really, when I'm in these programs, like a lot of bad things happen while I'm at them. A lot of hard times are going on while I'm there, and it just gets out of my control sometimes, out of my out of my emotional control sometimes. And I'm trying to change my life, and I just feel like I'll fail. I won't get my social security. I will, like, I just I'd rather make an effort after serving the rest of my term and succeed.
You realize that if the board gives you a termination or an expiration of sentence, like there's no safety net for you. APMP won't be there to like provide things like halfway house placement or treatment. Like you'll be going out with like nothing.
Well, my dad just got an extra room for me.
You'll live with him.
Yeah,
Okay. And then you get Social Security.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure the board understands your position. Is there anything else you'd like the board to know, Ms. Stewart?
No, I don't know. Um, no, my health with maybe the medications that they've been putting me on. Like, I have issues now that I haven't had taken seriously from the doctor yet, that I need also to go be seen for, that I don't really want to bring up because um one's embarrassing and one could be terminally ill. So
And that's from your mental health medications.
I believe it is, yes.
Okay.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck, Ms. Stewart. That'll conclude this hearing. You can expect a decision from the board likely within the next 7 days. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And guess what Utah did? Did Utah punish her and say, you know what, you don't want to get out, so you'll wait till your full term date of February 2025? Or did they say, sure, we'll give you what you want? Well, they gave her what she wanted. They terminated it. She was out a month later. That was it. She got her cookie. She asked for her cookie and she got her cookie. And I don't know how I feel about that. In some sense, it's like, okay, save the taxpayer money. You're not our problem anymore. Go out there, do your thing. And in another sense, it just seems really off. But Utah is a what's the word? It's a circus, I guess. I mean, the what we see happen, 6, 7 failed paroles, and it's just revolving door. It's a broken system. One would never know until you dived under the hood. Now, let me tell you, Utah stopped allowing us to record parole hearings about a year ago. They updated, this wasn't the first state. Vermont changed their legislation to stop us. We've had Connecticut. We've had almost every Iowa completely made it impossible for us to access them. So we've had Iowa, we've had Vermont, we've had Utah block us, and there are other states trying to fight us. Louisiana fought us. But we have over maybe probably 1,000 Utah parole hearings recorded that I can bring back to your attention, including giving you updates on it. And by the way, the update on her, so she got out. So again, this parole hearing happened 5/20/2024. She would have had to have stayed locked up until February 2025. Utah said, it's okay, you can leave. She left. She is still out of custody. I also don't see any additional arrests but I didn't do a thorough search, truth be told. I'm just looking at the existing records that I have. Let me pause this recording and do a thorough search for you. Okay, I don't see any updated arrests, so I do think she is still out. This is, by the way, her arrest records. If you could see her literally deteriorating in front of our face at age, and this is in 2017, and 2020. It's look, guys, narcotics they'll do that to you. It's messed up. But I'm surprised. I did not think it'd be possible. Now it's possible she was arrested by a different sheriff in a different town, and that's why I'm not able to find anything. That's always possible. But because I don't think for a second she was ready to succeed and be sober and live a normal life. You can almost just tell she just couldn't. That's why she didn't want parole. Because she's not ready. She wants to play around. She doesn't want to deal, for the, wondering parole. You have a parole officer. You have to take tests, and she didn't want to. She's not ready yet. She's rather do her time. And not only did they not make her do her time, they said, okay, get out early. She's like, she was clever. She knew what she was doing. Maybe that's the inside scoop. She must have had friends that did it and got away with it. And there you have it. So let me know if you want to see more Utah parole hearings, because like I said, we got maybe 1,000. And I can go through the lot and share them with you. And with that, I'll let you go.